Guys, this is H1 Cards. We have George Nace. We got top something. He's top.
Top 4. Are you guys ready for the list?
Yeah.
Phantom Knight with a little spice. So we got the 1 ragged gloves.
Can you turn them this way?
Never done deck profile.
Never done deck profile. You got the 1 ragged gloves, 3 boots. Got the 2 cloaks. 3 booties. We got the 3 torn scales. And then for my extenders, play 3 junk forwards, 3 butter spies, 1 of each of the psychic guys with the 2 e-tellies. And the whole reason why we play more of the warrior stuff is because we play 3 connectors and 3 aqua dolphins. So we got 7 aqua dolphins in our deck with reinforcement army. We got the Terror Top combo. You got your 2 BAs that you need, and then we got 1 Edge Saber, which is just for this one Soul Day play that I go down to sometimes. We got 1 Fire Flint Lady for one of the equipments that I play, and then I also play 1 Sea Archiver just to kind of play through Lancia sometimes. It helps. And we got the Dragoon package. We got the 1 Scythe because we can still do that combo without the Destiny Hero dude. We got 3 Droplets because I don't want to lose going second. And then we tried this out today, which worked pretty well. 3 Post Rarities just to get those side deck cards and make sure you don't brick. We got double E-Telly. We got the 1 Foolish. We got the 1 Rhoda. And then we got Instant Fusion and 3 Ready Fusions for extenders also. And then 1 Call by the Grave. And then the 4 equipments that I play for a Soul Day are these 4. And the whole reason why we play these is because these 2 aren't really bricks, and this one isn't either because you play Fire Flint Lady, which is a warrior that you can just special if you have a warrior, so you can still like combo through. And then you play the Divine Sword as discard fodder for a Nightmare and Dragoon. And we play the 1 Shade and then the other 4 traps.
What's that last trap for, the non-fog blade?
So the whole reason you need to play 2 is because sometimes when you're going second, you get both in the grave, and you need to banish both of them in the same turn.
I see.
It's a hard once per turn, so just helps you kind of play through stuff. You trying to get my prize for me? All right, and then for the extra deck, you got the starter, Cherubini, which the deck can start with either one, a Soul Day or Cherubini, but I typically will start with Cherubini because it helps you play through Nibiru a little bit better. And then you got the Rusty, you got the 1 of Soul Day, you got the 1 Verte with the Dragoon, and then we got the 1 Dagda because you can still pop it using Rusty and Break Sword during your opponent's turn. Yeah. And then you end with that and Dragoon, so that way if they have like the Imperm or one of the outs to it, you can negate it. Then you got the 1 Unicorn and the Access Code Talker for going second. Then you have the IP and Appaloosa for when you go first.
It's 3rd place?
3rd place.
Yeah.
And we got the 1 Fusion, then 1 Time Thief Reader, which this card is pretty good. People sleep on it. You just have to hold your Shade Brigandine and make it towards the end of the combo. But being able to non-target spin is pretty important, and it's good against like Flunderies and other weird rogue decks.
That card's a Dragoon out too, right?
Yeah, that's Dragoon if you bait their negate, and then you can just spin it. And then double Break Sword because like it almost always comes up. And then 1 Gossip Shadow. This was just if I drew a bunch of extenders, it allowed me to play through Nibiru and other things. It's also a win for Talking Tomborg, which is like relevant sometimes. Alright, and then the side deck, we side deck the 1 Lancia, so when Scythe's not good, we side deck the Lancia in. 1 Reboot to stop the traps. Harpies because it stops traps. And we got 3 more Harpies Feather Dusters to stop the traps. Also stops monsters. And then I got 3 Dark Ruler, no more monsters, stops the monsters. I got 2 Talents, which I might just up to 3 and just take this random Kaiju. I don't know why I played the 1 Kaiju, but and for the 3 Forbidden Chalice to help kind of play through the other decks that are trying to do that Dagda shit.
Out the monsters.
And yeah, out monsters too.
Is that all the cards already? That was the fastest 58 card deck profile on Earth. You have any thing to say about it?
I mean, I can show you the 1 combo if we have time.
I'm down.
So there's like 2 different ways you can do this combo. You can either start with, you pretty much just need 3 monsters to do it. And so I'll just show you the I guess the weirdest Soul Day combo, since it's a little less normal. So say if you open just Connector and Butter Spy, you like summon those, you rip a random hand trap from them, and then you use these two to make a Soul Day. And then a Soul Day, you get a free Warrior on Summon, which I usually add the Connector, unless if I open Connector, because I want to be able to double hit the hand traps by bringing back Aqua Dolphin. So you just add a dead one, and then you summon Torn Scales by sending the 3 equipment.
Always summoning the Starlight.
Yeah, always got it. That's why you play one. Search it out. And then you can pitch the card you just got if you need the other cards in your hand to send Ancient Cloak, which then you banish that to summon the boots, and then use those two to make Cherry Beanie under it. And then Cherry Beanie, this is the only reason you have to play this bad card in your deck, is to send Edge Imp, and then you stack your deck with Edge Imp to make the Rusty underneath.
Is that because when Cherry Beanie's down here, you can't do Graph into Seer because Seer would die?
Yeah, you have to go down that route instead. Well, yeah, because it doesn't point to anything. So yeah, that's why you have to do that if you start with a Soul Day. Then you do Rusty, you set the Shade, and you send the Ragged Gloves. And then from here, you just add back the Divine Sword. You contribute this to bring this back and potentially like rip another card. You could have done that probably earlier too. And then, let me remember how this all works. So you use these two, the Shade and the Soul Day, to make the Dagda, which I usually split it over there. And then we banish this to put that in the grave, which then will bring this back, and then you can overlay those two to make this guy pop. My zones are all fucked up, but so it pops, and then you can bring these back, and then you set the Scythe that way, and then you use these two to make the Dragoons stuff, and then you still have the Fog Blade that you get to set, plus you have the Fog Blade in your graveyard to banish on their turn to bring back this Break Sword, which then will pop that Scythe and summon itself.
And you have the Dragoon protecting from something that would stop it too, like if they have Chalice.
Yeah,
that's kind of sick.
It's a little bit stronger of a board than just doing it with the Destiny Hero guy.
And you rip two.
Yeah, and if you open the Connector, and if you open Connector, you get to see your opponent's hand, so you get perfect information to like know what to negate. Yeah, and you have the Fog Blade, plus you have like, you know, the normal like random follow-up play and stuff. But yeah, you can essentially do this by going down the Soul Day route first, or you can do Cherry Beanie first if you draw your hand a little different or something like that. I usually do Cherry Beanie first, but it essentially, you end on all the same stuff, and you get the Scythe with the pop. You just end up using this as the link material to make this after you set the Scythe. You pretty much just end with the same shit. But yeah, that's that combo.
Oh, last thing, why don't you like the Phoenix Enforcer?
It's just, Dragoons is better. Like, I mean, Red Eyes Fusion is worse than Fusion Destiny, but when Dragoons is out and they have the Destiny Hero guy, like this guy beats that guy, so I'd rather play Dragoon. Plus it's the negate, so I mean, I can already do the Dagda thing, so there's not really a reason to play the new guy.
That's fair too. You already have ways to pop.
Fog Blade's like an infinite follow-up play for next turn.
Yeah.
Like Fog Blade bring back the Rusty's just better than like.
Yeah, I mean that's
DPE bring back draw too.
Yeah, this is like a free, just because you almost always have the Torn Scale. So if you bring this back, you just get the free Break Sword by sending the Cloak to add the boots, and then special it, bring back the Torn Scales, make this, pop some shit, and then you get the free extender. You get to pop 2 cards plus 2 more guys back. Pretty much what a lot of times I do going second. This is those types of plays.
Any final words on your deck?
No, I'm probably going to change it a little bit, but I'm not trying to play 58 cards. It's at 58 right now, but I might shave some of the extenders and try something else, but the prosperities were pretty nice, to be honest. It worked out, so
Consistency.
probably keep playing that.
60 card.
Oh, thank you for the profile.